Hello and welcome to another update video about AVAX Avalanche. What you can see is that the pattern that I showed you in the previous video did play out. As I mentioned, this was a bearish pattern. Generally what you can see is this megaphone shape is a broadening ascending wedge, normally indicating that the sellers are really strong still in the market. My last video was pretty much here at this support level. I told you that everybody who wants to go long really do a short-term trade, I would definitely secure this with a stop loss because I would find it a very risky trade. Yes, a pullback to a trend line, but coupled with this potential rollover and this ascending broadening wedge, which is generally a bearish pattern. I mean, you never really know, but it just with these strong retracements that I showed you here and here, it just indicated that the sellers were still very strong in the market, and in the end it did work out bearish. And yesterday, and that's a really good thing, I'm really happy about that, is that once more a buy order was triggered. The Avalanche buy order that I set at $103 was triggered. So, you know, now it's time to lean back and wait for price to go up again, and then the next sell order to be triggered. So buying the dips and selling the tops. And you can find the buy and sell orders on Discord if you're a silver or gold channel member. Overall, I think we've now come down like Bitcoin, you know, in this sort of rollover that Bitcoin did as well now, came to another key support here, the 55-day EMA. So what we can see actually, that first of all, we've got a horizontal line here. Yeah, so this is the previous low, but we also, this was only the wick. We have found support again at one of the fibs, and again it shows how well the fibs work. This is the 0.618 fib level, a very important one at 101.40. I intentionally did not set the buy order below that because sometimes you just don't reach it. Now in this case we actually did go through slightly, but you never really know. So to be on the safe side, I always try to be on the safe side. I set my buy orders generally a little bit higher than the fibs and the sell orders a little bit lower than the fibs, because sometimes you don't quite get there and then you risk that they are not being triggered. But you know, it is just my approach. Another approach might be to set them directly, you know, the buy order lower, but I think the risk is too high to not actually reach it. So this is where we are now. What we can see now again on the daily is that we are losing here the bullish range on the daily, and also we have a bearish cross on the MACD, indicating actually short-term even more price drops. On the 4-hour chart, what can we see here? On the 4-hour chart, we can see that the selling pressure on the MACD is decreasing, and that on the RSI we came in very close. We touched the oversold area and we are returning to the upside here on the 4-hour. And on the 1-hour, we can see that we're actually moving up here again, and that on the MACD we have a bullish cross. So that indicates to me that short term we could now see a little bit of an upside, because it starts on the hourly, moves into the 4-hour, and then you will be able to see that on the daily as well. Also, we have a very important trend line here that we have touched. So if I go back to the 4-hour chart here on the you can see this ascending trend line that has provided support here throughout October, and here we broke below it, but again found support at the fib, moved up, and since then we've been above the trend line again. So now we have come to this confluence of supports again. So it's a 0.618, which is again the most important fib level generally. Then we've got this ascending trend line and the 55-day EMA. My view is for now we should find support here. In the end, it also depends on Bitcoin. The way we came down here is really strong, and I would not rule out that we are going to see lower prices at some point, because I do expect Bitcoin to drop as well. In that case, then one of my next buy orders would trigger, because you know you can only fall so much. I mean, I guess if Bitcoin really goes down to 20 to 29k, there are more buy orders down in these areas down here. So I wouldn't rule it out, but looking at a potential bull run that will happen next year towards the end of Q1, where I would expect prices of $200 plus, possibly more in the range of 250 to 300 here, the extensions, the FIB extensions. Any dollar cost averaging down here from my point of view makes sense, and that is what I do, trying to set buy orders strategically, because you never really 100% know if the price is going to go lower. What the FIB levels and the Elliott waves definitely indicate is also for Bitcoin lower prices, possibly in this area down here, yeah, at around, certainly at around $62. But this is definitely assuming that Bitcoin would come down to 20 to 29K. So what I'm doing is dollar cost averaging in when the prices go down at key support levels, at key FIB levels. So when we reach them, there is also a good chance that we will reverse to the upside, and then at some point that sell orders would trigger. So what we did here the last few times, buying, for example, the last buy order triggered here at $103. The price then did go up to here the sell order at 123, 124 that was. It did trigger. So again, nice buying at the dip, which was here. I think it triggered here, yeah, on the 21st of December. Selling at the top, now buying the dip again, potentially assuming, yes, we could drop lower and everybody could now set the stop loss, whatever. It's different strategies in the end, but I want to make sure that that I take profits along the way. And if it doesn't work out, for example, we are now dropping further, I have more buy orders set along the way, because buying the dips, in my view, is very important in this market. It's just my strategy. Buying when other people try not to buy, I think that is what has worked for me in the past. But then also, if we are going to see this move up, taking some profits along the way. But also I need to say that we are not going to see, I think, from here on this bull run play out. I think we are going to see lower prices, not only for Avalanche, but also for Bitcoin. But yeah, again, this bearish pattern did work out, and it was definitely, if anybody did go long here, it was definitely worth setting that stop loss, as I said, because it would have been a very risky trade. I said I would be very, very concerned about going in here long, but if someone wanted to do it, it was definitely good to set that stop loss. Now, yeah, buy order triggered, and it all depends on what is going to happen now. Definitely pull back to the trend line now, and I could imagine that we're going to hold this support and we'll see some going up, prices going up in the next few days, but it's very hard to predict at the moment what's going to happen, because we are at the end of the year, we're at the end of the week, Bitcoin options expiring, a lot of options expiring tomorrow, so there is a lot of volatility pretty much guaranteed, and from that point of view, we could see, depending on which direction it goes, we could see some nice upside, yeah. But at the moment, we have no confirmation what is going to happen. We have pulled back to a key support level, and we now need to see what the price is going to do next. In my view, we should go up from here. That support should hold for now, but even if it doesn't, the next buy order is going to trigger, and then we are going to be profiting when the price is going to go up in the new uptrend. That's what my plan is. That's what my strategy is. And yeah, hopefully you liked the update about Avalanche AVAX. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.